And the good news for Nouns is their supports are approaching level 6. So currently they are a little bit out-leveled. Celery's 6.5, Tofu's 5.5. But once the Hoodwink and Treant get 6s, something could happen. Celery, though.
Celery, yeah, he's already low to begin with. That's going to be an easy cleanup. Dyrachyo left to his own devices as Yuma comes in from the north. Great coordination from Nouns, collapsing from every direction. I mean, I don't have the stats offhand right here, but I think it's like 1 in 9 or something during this stage. Of
Sounds
right?
about right. Yeah, probably 10%.
It's real bad. How much of a sample size do you need? Is Quinn going to be caught? Okay, Tornado. We'll keep him safe.
I think the thing to think about is not only the win rate, but it's also when you watch Doom's GAIMIN, I think it's their time to try to shine here. Orchid on Ace, and Quinn will scout out Yuma, so any connection here should be an easy kill, and he's dead.
Yep, and Yuma takes a tumble. That's a huge kill. Meanwhile, Fly gets off the overgrowth.
Should live, I think.
Zip coming in from the north from Copy, and there is the Doom from Gunner. Down goes Dyrachyo, so position ones on both sides end up getting taken out.
Good response.
Support action as well.
And you can farming down there, and I think his logic was, I can farm here because I can avoid Brood and live. Now that he knows he has Orchid, he's not going down there alone again. So, curious to see how they adjust now, as Gunner will be jumped. Oh, that's the Orchid on the Storm!
The Orchid Storm's in a lot of trouble, but no. Able to zip away just in time. Gunner trying to focus down the Snapfire now as Quinn comes to getting turned around on. Gunner going to be helped out by Yuma now. Quinn is dead. Celery slowed to a crawl with that purge from Gunner.
Clutch.
Double kill for Yuma.
I was like, how is that Orchid on Copy so short? Gunner dispelled it with Purge. So,
disgusting.
Having this creep in this exact moment to counterplay that move from the Brood, beautiful. Super, super important. It was against G2IG. When the second game when they were playing their Chen Alk, and the pacing missed, they kind of lost their footing and never really recovered it.
Attempted kill onto Gunner here. Fly is in the area though, gets off the leech.
Good glide near.
Though coming with the IO. Mortimer's Kisses will eventually be enough. Quite a bit expended, but it is a kill on a very important hero for Nouns. Fly continuing to get chased under the cover of the tier 2. Doesn't seem to matter. Looks like he'll drop regardless.
All right, they get something going. That Gleipnir, great efficiency from Dyrachyo, making that rotation, getting 2 kills, using it to good effect. And they will want to get more out of this. So trying for the tower with the pipe in hand for Ace as well. This is quite a good timing here for the Storm to really get something done. Comboing with Doom, these two can kill any hero on the map. We'll see if they fancy a smoke. They do indeed.
Lelis will be leading the way. Gunner with that Blink Dagger at his ready. Fly gonna connect his...
Maybe they just jump Celery?
Oh, now there's a BKB.
Oh, they're going for the Torment. Oh my god, if they assassinate them here.
No way.
Oh no.
Zip on in. Do they have the damage to take out the Tormentor? The Doom applied as Dyrachyo gets taken out. Lelis gets the shard. This could not have gone better for Nouns.
Oh my god, I didn't see they stole it too.
Lelis will TP out. Gunner on the exit. Ace trying to pursue a bit. Copy, not too much mana to work with though. Will they be able to get this kill? He just TPs out and off the cold snap at the last moment. So GAIMIN gets something going their way here, but overall, I mean, that's a huge steal.
That is still a major... The Doom one is
more survivability, I believe.
Yeah.
The Scorched Earth.
The Storm one would be nice. Overload, of course.
Copy is eventually taken out, but...
It's a big kill. He had a 4-kill streak, so Quinn will get that, but still...
Desperately needed for him. No
job well done. I mean... There's just been, honestly, if you want to summarize Nouns' game so far, it's just been timing, right? They've just had really, really good timing on their moves, on their map reads, and on this. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Well, it's good that they have the timing, because they don't have the spell casting, apparently.
You really do curse.
And I love steak.
Yeah, you sure do. Medium rare, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
So Aegis on Quinn, as expected. And they're actually going to zip on him right away. See if they can burn this right off the bat. They're going to expend the Doom for it.
Good thing you had an Aegis.
Coming in, but he's definitely going to use life number 1. Question is, can Nouns get out? Gunner is caught. Mortimer's Kiss is doing quite a bit of damage. Yuma coming in with a BKB.
Oh, big damage.
Focusing everything on the Brood Mother. Brood is dead just like that. And Gunner somehow is still alive. How? Copy and company take out Tofu. Quinn looks like he's going to be able to walk away from this. Although now they do have an idea that he is here. Gleipnir onto 3 heroes in the meantime from Dyrachyo. Big Zip from Copy trying to focus everything on the Razor now. That is going to be enough damage to take him out. And Quinn! This is going to be a full team wipe for Nouns. How?
My goodness. This Doom is so you're doomed. You are no longer muted unless Doom takes that town at level 25. In return though, heroes that are doomed cannot heal in any way.
And you cannot deny them anymore, which is a
you also can't deny them, yeah.
Gunnar caught off with the tornado, gonna be surrounded by Dyrachyo, as well as Quinn.
Good overgrowth.
Fly and a huge zip in from Copy as Mortimer's is doing some damage. It looks like the Doom will finally go down, but Yuma, again from the sidelines, just ripping everybody a new one. Both Quinn and Dyrachyo already dead. Ace connected by Celery. Copy's running out of mana, so it looks like the Brood will get away. Tofu, in the meanwhile, being hounded by Yuma. We'll be able to get to the low ground, but the zip from Copy, still no mana.
Not enough. This is why itemization is so important. You need to visualize what's coming up. And that was a good blink moment. All right. Nouns are not going to let this slip away at this point. They really want to keep control of the map, so they will be pushing out aggressively together.
I hate having Manta necessarily, but against a tree, you pretty much have to go Manta style.
Yeah, you're either relying on Manta or Satanic, right?
Yeah, that's true. Satanic would work as well.
But Satanic doesn't feel that great against Doom, so it's really, you know, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Either way, one way or the other, and I don't mind the Manta choice from Dyrachyo. I mean, it's still a fine item regardless. Lelis will be pulled in, reload.
Celery's expecting an entire response here.
Yeah, I mean, now they're just in their heads, right? This was a solo hoodwink, and they're like, the whole gang is here.
Yeah, PTSD does that.
Yeah.
I would know.
I mean, don't blame them, because Nouns have been playing pretty tight. Most of their moves in this game have been with many heroes. Dyrachyo has to BKB. Celery's toast.
Certainly does. Celery
oh my
dead.
god, this
Life
damage.
near into the arrow. Not quite connecting. Quinn gets out. But Copy wants to continue on, and Dyrachyo, without the help of Io, just melts.
Honestly, it feels really nice for
Razor this game.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. It's 0-8 in a minute. Sorry for the ill omen. Maybe they can bring it up to a 1-7.
Stop being so negative, Cinderin.
I am super positive for Nouns. They are playing an outstanding game. I have to say. They surprised against Spirit already.
We need to reiterate, they have been the underdogs 2 series in a row now, and they have looked amazing.
Yeah.
It's this large, this early, very often at this
That's true. It's a lot of the games have been, even with, I mean, this is a pretty lopsided kill score. Many of the games we've had have been.
Even in the games that have lopsided kill scores, it has not been this much.
That's fair. It's probably been like half of this. There is a bit of a Doom going on, you know, but still, it's quite overwhelmingly one-sided here. Want to commend Tofu on his farm. We haven't had so much positive to say about Gaming Gladiators, but Tofu on the Snapfire has actually managed to keep a really high net worth in an extremely dire situation. And obviously this comes at the expense somewhat of teammates, but he's the richest support in the game on a totally losing team and might have to come up big as this defense needs to be mounted. My god, this push is so quick. They do so much damage.
Dyrachyo does take the enemy wisdom room.
Right, Copy's in there.
Have to go in. Copy. Electric Vortex with the ult from the
He's
snap.
dead.
It's just dead. Gunnar uses the Doom. He does have the buyback on the Quinn, though. Dyrachyo pops the BKB, trying to get back to his fountain. The damage from Yuma is absurd. Triple kill. Will he just fountain farm at this point? Why not? Ultra kill.
Oh, another?
Quinn.
He's disarmed.
Will you give him the rampage? No. They've stayed a little bit too long. But still 3 dead for Gaming Gladiators, and they call GG. Nouns absolutely dismantle Gaming Gladiators in this game number 1.
Holy damn. Talk about momentum. They start the group stage 2-4. Everybody's writing them off like, yeah, I mean, 27-4. Your Doom is 34-2 against 53-9. Just raw, complete outlaning here by Gaming Gladiators. Dyrachyo in trouble, will be doomed.
Tofu, he's going to be dead first.
Well, they'll make up for it with good movement.
And Doom bottom. So yeah, big kill for Gunnar.
They need all these kills to keep this game even. That's what's so crazy.
That though, because I think it's awesome to watch. It's really cool.
I mean, it's still a really good spell if you cut its range by 200, I think. It's 900 range on all levels.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Of tag team. That's wild. I think that maybe something like that.
Quinn, 50 gold away from the Agnum Scepter, so we'll see how much of an impact this is going to have against that Storm Sphere that we talked about. Copy, he will be going for the BKB, will be going for the Tofu kill as well, but actually can't get to the high ground quite. Okay, he does.
Yeah,
Just
Regen Rune,
mana.
quite good on Storm.
Indeed. Oh, I think technically it's worse than before.
If Nouns does not have saves, there's no disruption or anything to that effect, so...
The important thing is he did show there, so they know for a
Lelis
fact he
is
does
dead.
have Ags, and yeah, this will be the official reveal, I suppose, as actually misses the assimilate, but Lelis is dead nonetheless.
There's that crazy cousin with the gun.
That sounds very American of you to say.
And tell me, okay, you can't see him because you're seeing, oh, you can. All right. I didn't mean Tofu, okay? I meant Sniper. Tofu is very handsome and definitely not a crazy cousin. He's a very wholesome and nice cousin that we all love, and yes, we'll leave it at that. Isn't this like more or less the only carry in Dota that buys their shard
I'm sure
on the regular?
There's got to be a couple.
There's not many, at least.
Okay,
that...
Leipnir being showed onto Copy.
Oh,
The zip away.
close call. If he gets caught there by the Aether Rim, then he's dead. He might be dead anyway.
To the snowball and the silence from Quinn. So Dissimilate, or Resonant Pulse, I should say, owning him.
Because, you know, Brood could definitely go to work. They're hard to contest into with the auras, but they don't have the best Roshing lineup. Well, they will do it now, though. All right. They were there. They had the perfect moment of opportunity for like 10 seconds, but they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't have vision. And then when he finally is like, okay, screw it, I'm going, the moment is gone.
Dyrachyo, he's going to show himself. He's going to get doomed, I believe. Bushwhack, okay, he's going to get saved by the Tusk, so the Doom not able to be used in a very successful fashion. Actually, it was on Quinn, so that's just the first Aegis. Now the runaway tactics from Nouns. They already lost their Phoenix. Lelis will TP out in the midst of all the spiders. So essentially a Doom for the Aegis.
Very good disengage. I thought that was going to cost them dearly. When the egg got popped there, and the position time.
Yep, high ground attempt from GAIMIN with the 4K lead now. No Aegis, of course.
They are
Quinn
just
very healthy.
They keep going. All right.
Bushwhack to try to slow this down a bit. Swarm as well. They don't have Doom's ultimate. Maybe that is what is prompting this response from GAIMIN Gladiators. Bushwhack onto Quinn. Zip in from Copy, not going to be fully committed to. Oh, Gleipnir into the instant silence, onto the Weaver. The Sunray trying to heal up the Weaver at the last moment here, but no. Down goes Yuma. And of course, Doom left with very little resources as Copy is the next hero on the list. He does have mana to get away, trying to kite Quinn to the high degree. Jumps in really deep and just gets insta-gibbed. With such low HP, very risky play. Nice drop from Seller to dodge some damage here, but 4 kills for GAIMIN. And this should be a full set of racks, if not more. Lelis being slowed to a crawl just outside of his fountain. So close, yet so far. Full team wipe for GAIMIN.
And all 3 cores, it's 15 seconds. They'll be back to defend their second lane, but that is an absolutely massive blow. And what a play call to keep pushing. They didn't have Aegis. Dyrachyo was half health. They just make the read. We're stronger than them. It doesn't matter. They don't have Doom. They don't have Supernova. We can do this. And they get the maximum value out of that play. Full lane, 5 kills, and a clean disengage. And all they lost was Quinn.
And they force out the last fortification for quite a while on that tower there.
Yeah. Very, very nicely.
See how fast they want to reset, because of course Roche will not be back anytime soon. But with this 9K lead,
control the waves. Don't know if they're going to wait for another Roche. It's quite far away. The earliest respawn is 3 minutes away.
Yeah, and by then the Daedalus will be there for Dyrachyo, and that is a scary proposition. I mean, that's something we didn't really mention. A lot of
coming from the flank. The flank move has to effectively hit as they start sieging. So they second guess whether you're doing it or not. That was incredibly obvious.
Right, Celery is found. Gunner's going to jump in to get the silence, but the Sunray being used to heal Gunner up just a little bit. Yuma has to use his BKB in retreat, so really not much damage done just to Celery. Extra damage is just what you go for.
They need all the damage they can get. It's the biggest problem for the Dire right now is actually locking down and killing heroes. So if the Hoodwink can do that little bit extra on an Acorn shot, could make a difference. Gunner's trying to wipe out the spiders. Unfortunately, they will get Greaves in it if they want it, and then take it top, right? It's like, what's the real risk? As long as you keep pushing in top and the enemy team has to show heroes, then they're not Roshan.
You even curse Roshan.
Right?
That's crazy.
Roshan's going to survive this.
Yes.
I think Roshan will win TI.
So you can't use it ironically because the gods know. GAIMIN himself knows as Gunnar. He's gonna go all out for this. His smoke is popped though, as Celery is gonna be shown by the Shivas, and Gunnar not interested in him, and already the Aegis is taken. Dyrachyo gets the Aegis, and this is a dead Doom. 50 seconds on the deck. Gets off his ultimate onto the Windrunner, but again, has the Aegis, so doesn't really mind dying. The Snowball will keep him alive just a little bit longer, as they're going to be able to take out Phoenix easily. Nice time lapse to dodge some damage, but Nouns are going to have to hightail away. We'll lose Lelis in the process, though. They have 2 buybacks, but not the Doom. And even if he did, no ultimate to use.
Yeah. They could do that.
Unbelievable speech by Cinderin. Hopefully it's motivating you to say smart things. I think we all got dumber in the process, though. All right, they're going to have 5 members up for Nouns, so they'll have the opportunity to defend this, but you can see the Roche banner right in front of the Tier 4 towers as Copy getting destroyed. He's done. Does have buyback, though.
Here
the Whirlwind for Dyrachyo still has the Aegis, though, as the egg is going to get consumed. Very delicious for GAIMIN Gladiators to eat. Believe it was scrambled this time around. As Ace, they are not doing anything to this hero right now. Gunnar brought back into the fray, destroyed again. Copy will have to zip back into the fountain as a double kill for Quinn. Now it's left in the 5 versus 3 as the GGs come out. So this will in fact go to a game number 3.
Yeah. As I was saying early on in this game, I feel like GAIMIN made some really good adjustments after the problems they faced in game number 1, and that's just class, you know? They had some problem 6 at minute 14, and now he will die.
Yeah, Quinn, aware now, needs revenge for his Wisdom Rune. They built up a really strong relationship over the years, and Fly will get dropped.
And he'll get dewarded for his trouble.
Maybe going for the upgraded helm.
Yeah, maybe the Overlord plus Dragon Knight BKB, perhaps? I'm not sure if that's what Copy's actually going to go for.
Yuma, Mystic Flare, he's just going to stand in it.
Yeah, that's a big
Wanted to try to maybe deny himself with the concoction, but it's not to be. I don't know how.
As well. So it's a combination of multiple things, but I would agree. Even back in the older version, the weaker one, it was probably undervalued, and players got better at playing with it. Gunnar gonna get found out.
Gleipnir versus Primal Roar. Gleipnir is winning because there's 2 of them. Jingu from Quinn ensures the death of Gunnar again.
This is a gone tower. I don't see any way. They have to try to create a bait where they need to create the illusion that somebody is alone, and then have the numbers to back them up. And in order to create that illusion, you have to sacrifice someone somewhere else. So somehow, you need to trick GAIMIN into thinking the guy who is alone is not. Because if you group up and run as 5, GAIMIN just aren't going to fight you, and they'll just play the map. And if you split out, Dyrachyo's going to solo fly as it looks right now.
Yeah, well, he's got his Treant.
Oh.
Treants count as...
Okay, so it's a 2-on-1.
Yep.
All right.
At this stage, the
nice
might
gank
be worth more
from
than the
Dyrachyo and Dyrachyo's spell.
That's
Yuma
right.
will get away. Will he? Yeah.
Are they going to dive here? They're going to try to punish this. Is Nouns. They get the Dragon Tail on top of the Primal Roar. Boundless Strike going to try to delay this as Dyrachyo pops his BKB. Will Gleipnir too in retreat. Not sure Nouns can do anything about it. They did force the BKB, which is something.
I'm trying to think of how you can create that setup from Nouns. If you solo put the Dragon their damnedest, I mean, maybe with a good flank. If they find Celery first, perhaps it's doable. They're in good formation here, though. GAIMIN are.
Yes, indeed. They're going to pop the Guardian Angel. Oh my God! Okay. That is absolutely insta-gib of Yuma. Gleipnir onto 2 outside the Wukong's command. They do finally get Celery. See if they can actually take advantage of it, though. Monkey King getting really low. Quinn trying to walk away. Uses the Boundless Strike, but no! He gets killed by the Hawk of all units. And now the Stampede. Not going to be used to full effect because of the Frostbite, but it looks like he might be able to live here. Gunnar gets taken out finally by Tofu, and now Nouns starting to fall. Hoof Stomp as a final maneuver from Ace will ensure a full team wipe. It did cost them 2 units. It wasn't really that bad for Nouns at the beginning, but the sustain from GAIMIN was just too strong. Good job, Cinderin. You're
Hell yeah. This
one
one was
for 10.
I mean, this one was really obvious. I don't even want credit. Gunner.
Yeah, Stampede with the Gleipnir and inside Sprout. He's going to use the Primal Roar, but the last right click from Dyrachyo is enough. So hard to play a game. The Blink Dragon Tail into Runaway. We don't do damage. They were unfortunately were not close enough. There's surely he doesn't die under
if
the cover
he dies
of his
for
tower
this
here. Copy. Okay, they get the stun off onto the Monkey King. Double hoof stomp from Ace. Wukong's command's coming though. Yuma pops his BKB for the first time and then gets off his ult just to barely live. But Dyrachyo wants to try to finish the job. Quinn going in really deep. Shackle shot will connect. The Sprout ensures the kill of Copy. And now on the other side, Gunner just left all alone because the rest of his teammates have either retreated or died. And this will be a lane of racks for GAIMIN.
My goodness. What an absolute smackdown.
So very, very safe indeed. There's a fortification. GAIMIN. Let's see if they fully back or just wait for the next wave. There is a damage rune in the bottom side. They don't have vision of that though. I hear a concoction. This might be the last-ditch effort from Nouns. Just casually throwing it out there, it seems.
Aces.
Tower is dead, and here comes Copy. He's going to get Gleipnir inside that dragon form, sprouted up. And Quinn going to continue to beat away on these buildings, along with Ace. As Copy gets off the dragon tail, they want to try to get rid of this Aegis, as you can see Lelis actually bringing everybody closer to them with that shard, but that might be at the detriment of his team, as the Beastmaster's lost. It's going to be the trade for the Aegis. And it looks like they'll get the second set of racks. Quinn will try to stick around with that Orb of Corrosion to ensure that that is the case. Still 5v4 as Wukong's command used to force everybody out. And that's 2 lanes for GAIMIN. And now they will likely back away.
I'm not sure about that.
Think they continue on?
Yeah.
I mean, the Dragon form will end eventually. Then you just have a Dragon Knight in melee form.
They haven't had to GA yet, so they still have an extra line of defense that wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that's true. That is accurate. So it looks like this might be Megas. Nouns are going to have to go in here. Surely, this is the time.
Yeah.
Last-ditch effort.
Blink, Dragon Tail, and Forced F out incoming.
Gale Force, very annoying. Fly taking 2 casual right click. He might die to the creep, for God's sake. Gunner gets off the roar, but there is the Guardian Angel from Celery. And you can see Yuma trying to do something on the backside, but he just gets eviscerated. Just not nearly enough damage to even tickle these heroes at this stage. Gunner, he dies, and they're just going to call it GG. So Game 3 goes to GAIMIN Gladiators, and they are now guaranteed to be in front of the crowd here in Copenhagen at the Royal Arena.
Yep, that's a minimum of top 6, and in style, right? These last 2 games just completely... It's what people have